Oh, she's too happy, isn't she? She's far too happy. I can see why Okarin worried so much. Hey there, guys! My name is Nix, and welcome back to Steins Gate Zero. Last time, we had... I'm gonna say we had fan service. It wasn't quite extreme fan service, quite like what the Christmas one was in the other timeline, but we went there, we had New Year's, we saw everyone in the shrine outfits. It was kind of cute. Also, Kagari looks like Kurisu. Still can't get over that fact. Also, really glad that nothing horrific happened when Leskinen and Reyes saw her. I had a bad feeling in the pit of my stomach, but, you know, that's just how that goes. Anyway, I came prepared with water for doing Mayori voices. So, once again, Happy New Year's! I'm not dubbing everyone over for that one. Why does Japanese food look so good no matter where you fucking are? Like, no matter what art form it is, whether, like, the food is the main aspect or not, food looks so fucking good wherever you is. Just, I don't even know if I'm into, like, half of this. There's, like, at least 2 lobsters on that table. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. This food your mom made is really good, Luca. Really? Kagari and I helped too. I'm glad you like it. Yep. Well, I just did the arranging. I like this sweet. That was almost a guarantee I was gonna fall over that one. Tamagayaki. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I like this sweet tamagayaki. It's all rolled up. This ozuni is just delicious! Suzuo, what do you think?
Yep, it's good. It's actually from the New Year's menu at May Queen Yan Yan.
It's so sticky and delicious. It tastes like Faristan. No comment.
Ashida, you really are a pervert, aren't you?
Fubuki was barely putting any effort into her comments to Daru anymore. A whole day of his perversion must have tired her out.
If we were in America, you could sue him for sexual harassment. Say, what do they eat for New Year's in America?
I don't know. Turkey, maybe? That's a Christmas one. Although I don't know if it's America. It's at least an English thing. I know that much.
Isn't that Christmas? Americans like to party on New Year's Eve, so they don't eat much on New Year's. Beans, maybe?
They do? Oh. I read this up. There was definitely, I'd say a face palm, but just based on the way I'm sitting, face connected with knee. I just wanted to point that out there. I don't even want to read this sentence. God damn it, Daru. Why are you such a disgusting individual? I sure do love licking a girl's beans.
Ashida, you really are a pervert, aren't you? Hey, Nyan! These Blaze chestnuts are really good, nya! Now these black beans look like they're very nutritious.
It's hard to, like, go from Faris to Suzuo. I can't... They sort of gel together. All I know is that Faris is more obnoxious. Okay, I didn't mute that good.
I can't eat all that. You can take your time. Chew thoroughly, okay? You're like a mom, Kagari. Isn't it so fun having so many people around, Okarin?
Yeah, I'm just concerned that we're about to go into World War territory, like we did at Christmas. Yeah, you're right. How long had it been since we'd had this much fun at the lab? No, that was in the Alpha World line. Which means that this may have been the first time in the Beta World line that we'd done something like this.
Yeah? Is this all the tea we've got, yeah?
The party hadn't started that long ago, but evidently we were already out of tea.
My brother only buys 3 drinks.
If there's no tea, then let them drink soda!
I don't know if I want to drink soda on New Year's.
Alright, Daryl and I will go buy some. I couldn't let the girls go.
Oh, Fubuki and I will go. Me too. They were nice enough to invite us. It's the least we could do. I guess so. Okay, bye. I can just get whatever, right?
I see. Thanks, it'll be a big help. There was a very brief silence after Kaide and Fubuki left. But then someone's phone rang.
Sorry, it's mine.
She took out her phone and checked the screen, then looked at me.
Hey, Okabe. Can I access Amadeus right now?
Huh?
The call's from her.
Wow, you got a different ringtone than I do for Amadeus, don't you?
It would make for really good data if I could see how she reacts to a situation like this. Can I?
It's not a bit weird that Kagari kinda look alike. In fact, you're not gonna bring that up? You're just okay with that? Okay. Well.
Hey, Maho! What's Amadeus?
I don't like how nice stares into my soul. I'm just gonna point that out. The next thing I knew, the call from Kurisu had stopped, and instead everyone was listening to us.
It's an artificial intelligence that incorporates a specific individual's memory data. Artificial? An AI, nya?
Yeah, don't ask questions now, you'll understand when you're older.
AI stands for Ancient Intelligence. In other words, the great lost wisdom of ages past, nya?
Oh, you had a good guess at it, Faris.
It stands for artificial intelligence.
It's a program that thinks and learns on its own. But it incorporates a specific person's memories, then doesn't that mean it's a copy of them?
What we're trying to find out right now is whether it fits a copy or not.
And that's Amadeus. Wow, I had no idea you were making something like that.
Luca? Do you know what he's talking about? No, I'm afraid I don't. It would be easy just to show you, but...
She glanced over at me. As long as you don't point the camera toward me.
Alright.
She sighed and reached toward the icon on the smartphone with her finger. What? You can run it on a phone?
It's actually running on a university server. We just made it so you can use this as an access point.
Dara was staring down at the screen with stars in his eyes. And as soon as I heard the voice from her phone...
Come on, Maho, why didn't you pick up? What?
Oh, wow! Mayuri looks confused as fuck.
What? You're not Maho. Who are you?
Me? I'm Itaru Hashida. Feel free to call me Itaru if you want. Preferably with your eyes turned upwards and your cheeks slightly reddened.
How would I call you by your name when I don't even know you? Who are you anyway? Sorry to scare you. Oh, Maho. Who is this? His name is Hashida. He's a friend of Okabe's. It's New Year's today, right? So I'm having a party at his lab with his friends. Right, Okabe. That cold, uncaring man? You should probably avoid hanging out with him too much. Otherwise he might abandon you someday.
Wow. Kurisu hurts this time. And again, hurts. It hurt last time in Steins Gate, but she just hurts even more now.
Now.
There was ice in her words. She must have been really mad. Well, I guess I could understand why.
So anyway, I'll introduce you all. This is Amadeus, an AI with the personality and memories of Makase Kurisu. Makase Kurisu?
You mean the Makase Kurisu? The Hashida family's voices rose in unison. I got confused by that and I was like, oh, him and Suzuwa. Don't know why I got confused. That's right. Those two knew about Kurisu. And they knew what happened to her.
Wasn't Makase Kurisu murdered at the radio building in July? Yeah. Makase Kurisu. So this is her. Oh. So you all know the original me, do you?
Oh, well, yeah, I suppose.
Don't let it bother you. I know what happened to my original.
Oh, you do? That was easier said than done.
Hey, is this a video game?
I seemed to be the only one who didn't understand what was going on. But for now, I was glad of that. Her words broke the tension that was building up in the room.
I'm not a video game. I'm an AI. I talk and think on my own, just like you do. Wait, so this really is an AI, yeah? That's amazing, yeah? Maho's the one who's amazing. She made me.
Everyone was staring in awe at Kurisu as she answered their questions. I started to regret this. I shouldn't have let Kurisu talk here. I shouldn't have made them all remember Kurisu. I needed to end this conversation as soon as possible. Here, Joe.
Huh?
The second I spoke, Maho emitted a small cry of surprise. What's wrong?
Amadeus just disappeared.
Maybe the app crashed? That happens sometimes.
Yeah, but I tried restarting it and couldn't connect to the servers.
Maybe they're doing a server update?
If so, nobody told me about it. It looks like I can still get a data connection here, yeah?
Sorry, connection. Why, Faris? You were this bad in Gate, you've gotten worse. Faris had tried and succeeded to connect her own smartphone to the web.
That's strange. This has never happened before. Hey, Okabe? Can you try it on your phone?
No, I don't think Kurisu likes me. But before I could end my sentence, I had a crash. I'm sorry. Kaguri had evidently dropped a glass. Little fragments were spread about all over the floor. Are you okay? You look pale. Yeah, thanks. I'm just a little tired, maybe. Oh, but I'm fine. Sorry, I'll clear it up right away. You just stay put, Kaguri. I'll clean it up. It was in the instant that Luca stood up to get the broom I heard the sound. Huh? Well? I've been here before! God damn it, Leskinen! This one I'm actually blaming on Leskinen. I felt like something was going far too smoothly. Nobody move! Armed men stormed into the room out of nowhere. Nobody knew what was going on. What? They were all wearing strange masks. Well, they aren't CERN then. They were all holding guns. Some of them had assault rifles. What is this? Some kind of surprise? Yeah, I figured Okabe wouldn't be taking this well. The sight brought back that nightmare back to me. Mayuri's brutal murder, which I'd seen again and again and again and again. I thought I was okay now. I thought everything was over. Was this because of the word line change 2 weeks ago? Mayuri. Quiet! Mayuri's going to die again. I'm scared. I said stay quiet! Please, not stop with the guns, please. Mayuri! A bang. A black hole in the floor. It's okay. That was just a warning shot. But is it enough to snap everyone out of their terror? Is that real? Okabe. Yeah, this was a bad idea in hindsight. No, don't do anything to tick them off. They were serious. They'd kill anyone they didn't need without mercy. Suzuha! What was Suzuha doing? It was no good. Now I was clinging to her legs and keeping her from moving. You know who I need to save me right now? I need fucking Tenyoji to come in here and murder all these people. Please. I need Ultimate Daddy Tenyoji to come here with his CERN skills and to kill all of these motherfuckers. No. Maybe there were just too many of them for her to do anything about. Oh, Moeka, she'll do. I had to do something, but my legs were shaking too much for me to manage anything helpful. Just stay calm, everyone. It's not that easy, man! Stay calm and do what they want! I got through this more times than I could count, but it was still all I could do was speak. But evidently my desperation had gotten through to them because they stopped panicking, clumped together, and simply waited for the intruder's next move. I heard the sound of heels from behind the armed men. Why is it always you, Moeka? Why is it always you? A woman's footsteps coming up the stairs. Was it here? Was it her as well? Possibly. Kiryu Moeka. Is that you? Are you going to kill Mayuri again? But what appeared from behind the door was... I'm gonna go with Reyes. Oh! It's Kagari number 2! The one that's Suzuha in disguise. That's the Suzuha clone. I don't know, this game got fucking weird. A woman in black. She wore a skin-tight motorcycle suit and a black helmet. The black visor was pulled down and I couldn't see her face. It had to be her, though. But if it was, what do they want? Last time it was me, Daru, and Kurisu. But Kurisu was gone. Did that mean they were after Maho? The woman silently looked around the room, then walked over to us and reached out her hand. Huh? She grabbed Kagari's arm and yanked her forward. Kagari! They were after Kagari? But why her? I don't know, 'cause she's a time-traveling child? No. There was only one reason they'd want her. Did they know then? That Kagari's from the year 2036? No! Let me go! Kagari struggled. But that woman was stronger than she'd imagined, and she was easily pulled away. No! Save me! Somebody! Kagari! Mayuri! Help me! Mayuri and Kagari reached out their hands. But they both grabbed nothing but air. What do I do? What should I do? If I moved, Mayuri would... Everyone would. Then did I just have to watch as she was taken away? Hi. Whoever's beating the shit out of the armed man, thank you. There's suddenly a scream from near the door. Ugh. By the time I looked over, the second man was already falling to the floor. My man! Thank God! Hey, what the hell's going on here? Brunchy! Damn it. Before he could turn his gun around, Tenyoji had grabbed his hand and twisted it upward. I heard the dull sound of snapping bone. I should not have said that as enthusiastically as I should have. Ah! The man seemed unsure of how to handle the sudden intruder. Ugh. One of the men decided to run toward us. That was Suzuha's. He reached for what, like the weakest member of our group. Oh no, you done fucked up! You go for daddy's daughter! You don't do that! Normally this would have been the right choice. But this time it was the worst choice he could have made. With speed that you would never imagine from someone so huge, Tenyoji closed the gap between himself and the man in an instant, slamming him into the wall. Thank God that CERN training came in useful. When they saw him bounce off and hit the floor, the others became deathly pale. And then Suzuha, whose legs were now free of Nai's grasp, moved as well. Ha! A thin, muscular leg. The exact opposite of what you'd see from Daru's daughter. Or what you'd expect to see from Daru's daughter. Lashed upwards, straight for the motorcycle suit in the woman's neck. Damn, that's one hell of a kick! The woman blocked the kick with her arm at the last moment. But when she moved her hand to block, she let go of Kagari. Kagari! I reached out my hand and quickly pulled her close. Okabe. Realizing the tide had turned, the woman leapt out of the lab in an instant, clutching her injured arm. The other attackers followed suit, carrying their injured fellows. In a moment, the chaos was replaced with silence. Okarin! Mayuri's quavering voice brought me back to reality. Mayuri, you okay? Yeah. What about the rest of you? You okay? You're not hurt? Daru, Suzuha, Faris, Lukako, Nai, Maho, Kagari. Their faces were drained of color, but none of them seemed hurt. Daddy! It's okay. It's okay now. Daddy'll keep you safe, Nai. Praise the Lord for that CERN training and for living above a secret agent. When they saw the Tenyoji family clinging to each other, everyone finally sighed with relief. But still. Hey, Okabe! Tell me what the hell's going on! Who were those people? No. I don't know. I didn't. At first I thought they were with CERN. But if they were, there was no reason for Tenyoji to be here. Yugo Tenyoji was actually FB, leader of the Akihabara around us. Of course it was possible that someone working for FB, Moeka for example, had acted without his knowledge. Everyone tensed as the door opened again. Oh, thank God, they're back with drinks! We're back! I bought a lot of drinks! Everyone's time to get shit-faced! Suddenly Fubuki's incredibly into drinking. You know what, sure, we'll roll with it.
Sorry we're late. Fubuki kept adding more stuff to the cart. Huh? What happened, guys? You all look fucking terrified.
Yeah, you missed out on people pointing guns at us.
Thanks for taking me home.
Yeah.
It's fine. Of course, after that, the New Year's party was cancelled. I knew Mayuri had been really looking forward to it, but none of us were up for partying after that. I told everyone I'd give them an explanation another day. For now, I decided to send them home for safety's sake. Everyone but the Tenyojis walked with me to the station. Those who were taking the train split up with us there, and the rest came with me to Yanabayashi Shrine. Daru, Suzuha, Lukako, and Kagari were the only ones left. Who we got? Thank God. Thank God Faris got back fine. Is that all this is? Just Faris telling me she got back fine and she's giving me 2 thank yous? Well, good for her, I guess. Nobody followed us?
Don't worry. I watched carefully, but I didn't see anything strange.
I see. I hadn't seen anyone suspicious at Akihabara Station either. Who else got back fine?
Inikibukuro!
Thank God, Mayuri's back as well. If there were CERN rounders, I would have expected to see them everywhere. I told the ones who'd taken the train to go straight home and contact me when they got there. Several of them already had. They'd made it home just fine.
Mayushi made it home fine.
Okay, thank God. She got back to Ikebukuro and then she made it back safely. Thank Christ. I told Mayuri in particular to send me stickers of on Ryan at regular intervals. I'm guessing this is her. Hey! I'm glad Faris got some as well in, but she got the blushing Ooper. Oh, that reminds me. Apparently John Titor posted on Twitter that we need to collect all the Oopas that exist. Yeah, me, put that tweet on screen now if you can find it. It's probably in Japanese, but I'll run it through Translate, hopefully. Operation Fortuna has begun in, for Steins Gate's 10th anniversary. This game, well, not this one. This franchise is 10 years old. Fucking hell. She'd been doing that, so she was probably okay. That didn't mean I was out of the woods yet. Yeah, everyone else got a... Oh, thank God Maho got back fine. I'd forgot about Maho, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't have all of Mayuri's friends' numbers, so all I can do with those is hope. But Maho... Yeah, Maho, Faris, and Mayuri are the important ones. Anyway, I'm not out of the woods.
Do you really think they were after me?
Probably. Think they know who Kagari-tan is? I'd bet they do. I didn't know if they were with CERN yet. But it was safe to assume that they knew Kagari was from the future. And that's why they'd attacked her.
I'm sorry. I put you all in danger because of me.
It's not entirely your fault. She was brought here from the future at a young age, and then she went missing. She was another victim of fate, like me.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the police?
I'm sorry, but not yet. Maho and the others had asked me the same thing, but I managed to get them to hold off. Part of the problem was that I didn't think they'd believe us, but the biggest issue was Kagari. If we told them they were after Kagari, we'd have to explain who she was. We couldn't tell them the truth, and even if they did, they wouldn't believe us.
So, what now?
There's nothing we can do until we find out who they are.
And you want us to figure that out by ourselves? How?
Well, to be honest, I hadn't a clue. The world was full of groups who would want a functioning time machine if they knew it existed. Russia, America, China, and even Japan. If I couldn't find out who they were, the same thing was likely to happen again. I'll come up with something tomorrow. Anyway, Lukako, I need your help with something.
Yes? What is it?
Can Suzuha stay with you two?
Huh? You want me to stay with Brother Luca?
Yeah. I thought about sending Kagari somewhere else, but there are more people here and the security's tighter. They had security systems to keep people from vandalizing the place and robbing the donation boxes. Just taking a quick look around, I could see that there were cameras. And this was Kagari's idea to begin with. You'd rather stay here too, right, Kagari?
Yeah.
I could understand that. She was already in an unstable state after losing her memories, even before what happened today. If you're here, everyone will feel safer. Of course, we'll need your parents' permission, though.
I'm sure Dad would love it.
That was certainly true.
I don't mind either.
I can stay here too if you want.
You go home, brother.
Aww. Watching them talk made me think that things were slowly returning to normal. Lukako and Kaguya's expressions softened a little. Daru's usual antics had come in handy for once. Okay, thanks. Call me right away if something happens.
Understood.
Daru and I left Kaguya and the two of them and headed back to the lab. Hey, that really happened, didn't it? Yeah. It wasn't some kind of candid camera thing. It was real, wasn't it? Real. Yeah, that was real. I'd experienced it so many times before. Screams and the smell of gunpowder. What's wrong, Okarin? Sorry. I must have finally relaxed because I'm not feeling so good. I've been so focused on seeing everyone home safely that I hadn't had time to think about it. But with that done, the memories came flooding back. The memories of last July. Yeah, it's okay. I'm with you. You want to take a little rest? I could feel Daru's huge hand rubbing my back. Strangely, it made me feel a little better. Thanks. I'm okay now. Don't push yourself too hard, man. Yeah. I started to walk to the lab again, and Daru followed me, worried. Hey, Okarin. This has something to do with a time machine, doesn't it? Yeah. Is this also that choice of Steins Gate thing? The choice of Steins Gate? You know, that was a really embarrassing name for it. Okarin? Is he going to keep following me forever, no matter how much I try to look away or run? I just wanted to live in peace. Was that even too much to ask now? Okarin, hang on to my shoulder. What? You're barely walking straight. Here. I'm fine. Come on, man, just do it. Daru? You're creepy. It's a lot creepier to see you acting like a normal human being, man. Thanks. Don't worry about it. Oh shit! Luca's perspective. Do you really need to add the that? I mean, yes, I love it, and it's fan servicey as hell, but you're not helping your case with the whole... You know what, never mind. Luca Orishibara was sad. Fucking go figure. He'd been sad for a long, long time. It'd been a long time since he met Okabe Rintaro, became friends, and began to visit the Future Gadget Lab. Itaru Hashida, his classmate Shina Mayori, and the other lab members all treated him as a friend. That by itself made him feel happy. He was just an ordinary shy boy, and they accepted him anyway, and he was very grateful for that. But still, he'd always felt like he was being left out. He knew they were hiding something from him, and that made him sad. But what made him sadder was that he couldn't bring himself to ask them about it.
You're not going to sleep? What about you, Amabe? I didn't think you'd still be awake. I got a lot to think about. I see.
Even Luca could tell that a lot meant she was thinking about what happened today. The New Year's party. The mysterious men who'd burst into the lab. They were holding guns. Not plastic model guns. Real guns. From Luca's perspective, it was a mystery how they'd even got them into Japan. But they were real anyway. They had real guns in their hands and they pointed them at him and the others. It hadn't seemed real then, but now the very thought made him shiver. If any of them had squeezed their index fingers just a little, Luca, he wouldn't be here right now. Shina Kagari moaned softly in her sleep. She must have been really tired after everything that had happened today. She'd gone to sleep almost immediately after she'd laid down, and her short breaths had soon changed into moans. Mommy. Mommy. Oh, no. Mommy. Was she dreaming of her mother?
Mama.
Mommy.
Mayuri.
Mama Mayuri. Luca, I know you're a bright kid. Please, don't ask Suzuha too many questions tonight. Even that didn't surprise Luca much. She'd started calling that name in her sleep several days ago. Shina Kagari. Mayuri Shina Mayuri. At first, he thought it was just a coincidence that they had the same last name. But... He almost spoke, and then stopped. There was so much he wanted to ask, but couldn't. He wanted courage. Just a little. The courage to ask them to tell him. He reached under his pillow and felt something hard. It was a cheap toy sword. The kind you could buy at any store. Samadere! It's back! But still, it was his treasure. He held the hilt tight. Huh? Could I ask you something? What? Suzuha sat up and looked straight at him. He was only barely to stop himself from looking away. If he did, he wouldn't be able to ask anything. He touched the toy sword once more and slowly opened his mouth to speak.
Amane-sama.
Amane?
どうして岡部さんのこと
Why do you call Okabe
オカリンおじさんって呼ぶんですかどうしてまゆりちゃんのこと
Why do you call
まゆ
Mayuri
姉さんって呼ぶん
Big
です
Sis
か
Mayu? Why do you call
どうして
Faris Big Sis
フェリ
Rumi?
スさんのことルミ姉さんって呼ぶんです僕のこと
Why do you call
ル
me
カ兄さん
Braun
って呼ぶん
Luca?
ですかまゆりママってまゆり
When
ちゃん
she
のこと
says
ですよ
Mama
ね
Mayuri, she's
Does that
talking about
Kagari-sama?
Mayuri, isn't she?
まゆりママ
Why does she call her that?
私の言えた義理じゃないってことは分かってる。
I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I think it's better
知ら
that
な
you
い
don't
方が
know.
いいと思う。
そうやって
Are you just trying to keep me out of everything again?
僕だって知りたいです
I want to know what's going on too.
僕だって
I want to share what all of you are going through.
共有したいんです
That's why I fucking love Luca-ko.
ルカ兄さん、
Brother Luca,
教えてもらえませんか
Will you tell me? She looked him straight in the eye for a moment, silently. Luca simply waited.
オカリンおじさんがさ、ルカ兄さんに
I
事情
think I
を言
understand
わ
why
ない
the
理由
reason Uncle Ocarin doesn't want to tell you anything.
なんとなくわかる気がするんだ。
理由
The reason why?
ルカ兄さんには純粋に
He
この
wants you
世
to
界の人で
completely.
いてほ
He wants
しい
you
の
to stay completely as a part of this world.
ルカ兄さんだけは
He wants you to be the one
今と
person
い
who
う
knows
時
the
間の
world
存
as
在
it
でい
is
てほ
right
しいん
now.
だそれが
I
オカ
think
リン
that's
お
what
じさんの
saves
救
him.
いなんだ
I'm what saves him?
あ
Yeah. That's.
Now that she told him that, he couldn't ask any more questions. Did Okabe Rintaro really think that? He didn't even know. In the end, he would never know anything. That only made him sadder. The next day after the attack, I'd arrived just a little before I was supposed to, but the person I was meeting was already there.
お待たせしましたにゃ
It's all set, yeah.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
近くの席にはしばら
I'll
く
keep
誰
the
も座
seats
らせ
near
ない
you
よう
empty
に
for a
する
while,
か
so just talk as
ら
much as you like,
思
yeah.
う存分話すといいにゃ
助かる。
Thanks. I sipped some fresh coffee as I observed the person in front of me. I didn't realize we transitioned back to Okabe. I thought because we went from like day 1 to day 2 without the transition, I thought we were still in Luca's shoes, but never mind. Yeah, this is awkward. Kiryu Moeka. She was as expressionless as ever. There was no way to tell what she was thinking.
話
What did you want to talk about?
腕の調子はどうだ？
How's your arm?
腕
My arm?
あ、
Yeah.
もう
Is
大
it
丈夫。
okay now? The girl in the motorcycle suit yesterday. She blocked Suzuha's kick with her arm. Suzuha had told me later that her kick had landed pretty hard, and whoever it hit had probably gotten hurt. If that was Moeka,
何を言ってるか
I don't know what you're talking about.
そうか。
I see. But I still don't know if Moeka was innocent.
腕を
Can I
見
see
せて
your
もら
arm?
ってもいいか？
My arm?
ああ。
Yeah. Roll the arm on
左
your
の腕の
left
袖を
sleeve,
まくってもらい
please.
たい。
どうして
Why?
ダメか？
Is it a problem? Moeka sighed as if she were annoyed. She didn't seem upset or worried at all. Sorry, Moeka, I've got someone more important in my life. Okarin! Big trouble! What we got? What's up? Can it wait? Sorry, can you help with that one, Cap'n? No, I can always make time for my Ori. What's up?
You remember what happened yesterday, right? So I was just talking with Nai on the Rhine. And she told me about her dreams for the future.
Fuck! Reading Steiner, back with a vengeance! Nice dreams, huh? What were they?
First one, she wants to get good at badminton.
Okay. You say first. Does that mean there's a second?
Second, she wants to get good at fighting games.
Look, that one I understand. Sadly, the only fighting game I'm somewhat decent at is Smash. Well, good luck with that.
Third,
Oh, Christ.
she wants to decorate the Braun tube workshop so it looks pretty.
Again, good luck with that.
Fourth, she wants a telescope.
Is that a dream?
She says lately she likes looking at the stars.
She must have gotten that from you. Does Mayuri still do Stardust Handshake? She hasn't done that this timeline. This game, even.
Seems like she's interested in space. Nai's so strong. She's a very strong girl.
You're right.
Oh, Mayushi's okay too.
Hell yeah. Thank God. Anyway, sorry, Moeka. Important things, I'm sure you don't mind. And that made me worried. Why was she so calm? Moeka rolled up her sleeve like I asked her to. Her skin was a deathly pale white. That I can relate to. There was nothing else. There were no bruises, no traces of her trying to hide something with foundation. And of course, there were also no bandages.
ありがとう。しまった。
Thanks. You can put your sleeve back. Moeka tilted her head just a little and rolled her sleeve back down. The girl in the motorcycle suit wasn't Moeka. This wasn't a big surprise. I'd already assumed that she wasn't. Come to think of it, Moeka knew that Shina Kaguri was with us a long time ago. There was no need to attack when so many people were around. Moeka had nothing to do with this. Knowing that for sure was progress. But that still left me with a new problem. Who was the woman in the motorcycle suit then? In order to ally Moeka's suspicions, I asked her for a report on the research I told her to keep up, and told her to keep it up. Then I said goodbye and headed to my next destination. This was my next destination. It took real dedication to open a store like this on the 2nd of January. I took a deep breath, steeled myself, and went inside.
失礼します。
Excuse me? Finally here? He sounded like he was waiting for me. You came to explain what happened yesterday, right?
それもあります。
That's part of it. Tenyoji had been really pushy about last night, so I told him I'd explain today. So, what was all that about yesterday?
その前に一つ確認したいんですが。
Before we get to that, I just want to check something. What happened last night? That wasn't you, was it? Tenyoji always looked angry, but now he looked even more pissed off. Me? What the hell's that? What the hell's that supposed to be? This game's got more typos than the last one. I'm gonna give it that one. The hell's that supposed to mean? That's probably what's that say. Why would I send those guys after you?
わかりませんか?
You don't know? Of course I don't!
それは
Because I just see that Nai was nearby before I spoke.
あなたがラウンダーだからですよ。ミスター・フェルディナント・ブラウン。
Because you're around her, Mr. Ferdinand Braun.
FB と呼んだ
Or
方が
should I call you FB? His expression quickly turned blank. You bastard.
Daddy?
Nai must have sensed the change in her dad's mood because she turned toward him.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
What do you mean?
急に怖い顔したから。
You look so scary for a moment.
Did I? Daddy, same as ever. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nai's not dumb. So be a good girl and go outside. No. Stay there and watch TV, okay?
Okay.
Nai still seemed concerned, but she did as she was told and sat in the chair in front of the CRT TV. The TV was playing a New Year's comedy program.
やはり
I figured out you wouldn't want your daughter knowing. Tenyoji said nothing but motioned me to sit in a chair away from her. Instead of his usual yelling, he was ice cold. I started sweating despite the winter chill. But now that I brought it up, it was too late to do anything about it. I sat down in the small seat, legs tense. I was ready to run at any moment. Where the hell did this come from, kid?
ごまかしても無駄です。
You can't talk your way out of it. Talk my way out of it? I don't really know what the hell you're going on about. The hell is this FB anyway? Some kind of new SNS?
俺は知ってるんです。
Oops, shit, I did not want to
あな
press
た
my
がセル
auto
ンの
while
ラ
on.
ウンダーだってことを。
I know that you're a CERN rounder. How do I... Nope, piss. How do I fucking stop my auto? There we go. Oh, he don't like me at all. His eyes felt like they were boring a hole in me. They were completely different from the eyes of the ordinary Tenyoji I knew. They were the eyes of a killer. A cold killer. Wasn't even trying to hide his murderous intent.
一応聞いてやるが
I guess it doesn't hurt to ask. Where'd you find this out?
話す必要はありません。
I don't need to tell you. Don't let him intimidate you. You're in control here.
いいから聞かせろや
Come on, tell
それ
me.
くらいの覚悟を決めて
You wouldn't have come here if you weren't ready for this.
話してもどうせあなたは信じない。
You wouldn't believe me even if I did.
そう言わずに
Don't be like that. Let's just have a little chat. God knows I'm not getting any customers today.
客なんか来ねえしな
This man worked for CERN. He was a rounder. What those rounders did to me in the other world line, I'd never forget that. But Tenyoji probably didn't work for CERN willingly. He probably had his reasons. At least, that's how it felt in the Alpha world line. Of course, the Beta world line might be a little different. In this world, he never met Suzu Hashida. How much of an effect that had on his life, I didn't know. Tenyoji was staring at me, not moving a muscle. Depending on what I said, he was ready to kill me without a word. That's what his body language seemed to convey. Fine. I'll tell you then. Let's see if you believe it. Huh.
世界線
World lines, huh? I don't believe
信
it.
じられる話じゃねえな
最初にそう言いましたよ。
That's what I told you when we started.
それに、
And it
あ
doesn't
なた
matter
が
if you
信じよう
believe
が
me or
信じな
not.
いが関係ない。俺はあなたの正体を
What's
知っている。
important is that I know who you are.
重要なのはそこだけです。
確かにその通りだ
That's right. He admitted it.
おめえの話は
What you're saying is almost completely accurate. You know things only I'm supposed to know. Jesus Christ, doing this voice takes more out of me than I thought it would.
正直
It's goddamn creepy to be honest. By making Tenyoji admit who he really was, I could assume I'd won the first round of this conversation. This is when things got hard.
セルンの機密保持は絶対だということ
I
を
know
知
that
っていま
CERN
す。
demands absolute secrecy,
それに、
and that they kill you not only if you fail your mission, but if you
達
succeed
成した
too.
ものまで処分されるということも。
CERN had always ensured their rounders died. And they'd killed Mayuri too.
そこまで知ってんのかよ
You know that too.
だったら
Then he slowly stood up.
しかし、これは
This has nothing to do with your mission. I barely managed to squeak out the words.
機密だってそうです。
It's the same with your
漏洩したわ
secrets.
けじゃない。
There was no leak. I knew them from the start.
最初から知っていたに過ぎない。だから、
So there's no need for you to be
処罰の対
punished.
象にはならない。
Am I wrong?
違いますか。
詭弁
Bullshit.
だな
Tenyoji's face was right in front of me. His green eyes were boring into me and I couldn't even move.
だが間違っちゃいね
But I guess you're right.
別に俺は
CERN never told me to look for this IBM 5100 thing. And they never told me to bring you to them.
おめえらを連れてこいとも言われてねえ言われてねえことは
If they didn't tell me, there's no need for me to do it.
ってことだ俺がラウンダーだったこと
If you don't tell anyone I'm a rounder, that's the end of it. No problem.
何も困ったことはねえな
Tenyoji was looking past me toward Nai, who was still watching TV. His eyes had changed from those of a beast to those of a parent.
で
So,
おめえの
what
目
is it?
的は何だ
You tell me all this because you want something, right?
話したってことは
実は
I actually want your
あな
help
た
with
に頼み
something.
たいことがある。
Tenyoji silently waited for me to continue.
椎名かがりを
I want you to protect Shina
ゆうべ狙われ
Kagari,
た女性を
the
守って
girl
や
who
って
was
ほしい
attacked last night.
あの嬢ちゃんは
Who's after her? And why?
なぜ狙われてる？
わかりません。
I don't know.
それじゃあ
Then I can't
そ
do
んな
that.
話は受けられねえな。
娘を巻き込みたくな
Because
い
you
か
don't
ら
want to involve your daughter?
分かってんじゃねえか。
I guess you do know.
だったら最初から
And you never should have brought it up.
すでに一度巻き込まれている
She's
じゃない
already involved, isn't she?
昨日のようなことが
Do you think what happened last night isn't going to happen again?
苗を人質にして
You're using Nai as a hostage.
殺すぞてめえ。
I'll kill you, you little bastard. Stay calm. Lose it here and it's all over.
協力し合おうと言ってい
I'm
るんです
saying that
よ
we should work together.
協力ね。
Work together, huh?
こっちにデメリット
There's
し
a
か
lot
ね
of
えだろ。
downsides for me in that, isn't there?
そんなことないよ。
That's not true. Suzuha came into the store along with...
すみません
Excuse me?
かがり
Kagari?
鈴葉
Suzuha,
話を聞いて
were
た
you
のか
listening? Suzuha nodded.
例えば、
For
私と
instance,
かがりをバイトとして
if
ここ
you
に
were
置いても
if
らえ
you
れ
were to
ば
hire Kagari and I to work here, you wouldn't have to leave. True. It was close to the lab and probably safer. He could protect them while protecting Nai.
おめえらがこのビルから出
It'd
て
be
く
faster for you to get the hell out.
そしたら
Nai and I wouldn't have anything to worry about then.
なくなる。
あなたたち親子は
You saw the faces of
襲
the
ってきた
attackers
連
last
中の
night.
顔を見ている。
You know what that means,
それ
don't
が
you?
何を意味するか。
There was a chance they might try to kill everyone who saw their faces.
私は戦闘の経験がある。
I got combat experience.
あなた
I
の
know how to
顔
use a
見
gun.
てたはず。
You saw that yesterday.
だから、
So
それ
I
なり
can
に
help.
役には立てる。
Tenyoji rubbed his temples and thought for a moment. But...
お父さん、
Daddy! Nai, who'd been watching TV the whole time, suddenly interrupted.
私、よく
I don't know what's going on.
昨日みたいなこと
Yesterday
は
was scary.
怖いか
I don't want that to happen again.
ら嫌だな。
ない。
Nai.
お父さんが守ってく
I
れ
was
て
really happy when you
す
protected
ご
me,
く
but
嬉しかったけど
when I thought about you getting hurt, it made me even more scared.
私を守るために無茶して怪我するかもって想像したら
Nai's a smart kid. I like Nai.
怖くなった。
Even if she nearly murdered me in Steins Gate, the original.
鈴葉お姉ちゃんは
Big sister was really strong and she protected me yesterday.
私のことかばってくれてたよ。
Did Nai understand what we were saying?
私は
I want to
姉
be
ちゃん
with
たち
them.
と一緒がいいな。
Tenyoji scratched his head, then spoke brusquely.
言っとくが。バイト
Just
代
so you
は
know, you two are splitting the
二人
pay.
分だからな。
渋いね。
Cold.
文句が
Got a problem with that, you can find another job.
No.
ありがとうござい
Thank you,
ます
sir.
店長さん。お父さん。
Daddy!
Thanks, Nai. Thanks, Nai. Nai gave her dad a hug. This was a good sign. If Tenyoji was on our side, I could probably keep Kagari safe.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
別におめえの
It ain't for you.
苗
It's
の
for
た
Nai.
めだ。
Nai was already happily chattering away with Kagari and Suzuha. As Tenyoji walked, his eyes were those of her father again.
ま、こっちはそういうこと
Anyway,
に
that's
して
how
や
we'll
ったよ。
handle it here, Okabe. You find out who those guys
連
were.
中が何者なのか突き止めろ。じゃねえと対策も打ちようがねえぞ。わかったな
Otherwise, there's nothing I can do. Got it?
わかりました。
Got it. It was one thing to say it, but honestly, I had no clues at all. I turned to go up the stairs to the lab when Nyoji seemed to remember something.
そうだ。
Oh,
そういや、
right.
あの連中、
Those guys were calling out some weird
番号を
number.
知ってやがったな。
番号
Number?
確か
I think it was
K6205 とかなんとか。
K6205 or something like that. K6205? Was it some kind of code?
しかも5を5って
And the
発音
bastards
して
were pronouncing it fife instead of five.
どこかの鉛って
They had some kind of accent, you mean?
そうじゃねえ。
No, that's not it.
フォネティック
It's
コードっ
phonetic
つったな。
code.
軍隊
Military
用語。
jargon.
軍隊
Military jargon.
それも西
And
側
it's a
のな。
Western code, too.
やっと来たにゃんオカリン。
I'm gonna deal with you next episode, Faris. I'm sorry, but I need to go to sleep. I need to get up for work tomorrow. Ain't life fun adulting? Ugh. Oh, God. Anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Steins Gate Zero. If you liked the video in any capacity, please give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on anything you feel like at this point. I know one of you said you're concerned about how well I can call these twists. Look, at this point, I've already seen a second Suzuha. The cloning thing just makes sense. I don't know whether Kagari is a Kurisu clone or not, but we'll find out later down the line. Oh god, that's the one I'm actually worried about. Anyway, other than that, if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, be they of this or stream VODs of Persona 5, eventually Valkyria Chronicles will come back, you can subscribe to the channel. In theory, YouTube sends you alerts to when I post videos, but to do that, you need to press the bell button as well, so, you know, pressing the subscribe button made me feel good today, so thanks for that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Nyx, and I'll see y'all next time. Laters!